back again on the same topic, arthritis. Remember the definition I gave you about arthritis, but today we are going to look into these statistics between the male, the female who are more prone to arthritis, and what could be the possible reasons. Now, over the years, research has shown that a lot of people living with arthritis, that over 70% of them are female. Now, let's find out what is the reason that the female are more prone to arthritis. Number one on the list has to do with hormonal imbalance. Now, remember that in female, we have estrogen, while in the male, we have what? Testosterone. Now, the difference between both of them is this. When a woman hits at her menopause, what happens to her? Her estrogen level begins to decrease, which makes her to be prone to inflammation. And remember, the definition of arthritis has to do with inflammation of one or more joints, which causes pains and stiffness. Then, in the men, their testosterone help them to build their muscles, give them better support to their joints, and help them to have a stronger leg, which made them to be less prone to arthritis. Now, number two on the list has to do with childbearing. A woman is designed naturally to give birth to children, and by so doing, you discover that they are more prone to injuries and pains, which could stimulate and make them to be prone to arthritis. And number three has to do with the hip of a woman is made naturally to be wider than the man's hip, and the wider hip, which tends to cause pressure on their hips and their joints, which makes them to be more prone to arthritis. And now remember, another question is this: at what age is one expecting this arthritis? It could be rare in the infant and children, but from 40 and above, you discover that anyone around you, mostly the female, they begin to complain of their waist pain, their spinal, or their joint, and even their ankle. So most of these arthritis you are seeing can appear either the spinal, the hips, the joint, or the ankle. You see that the women that are above 40 tend to be having one complaint or the other, and most of them will be complaining of muscle pull, cramp, which seems to be one of the signs. So, but for the men, they are less prone to arthritis. But the question is, why are women more? Is it that we are not loved by creation? No, that is not the reason. It has been designed by nature. We are to give birth to children. By doing that, our joint become elastic. So those are the reasons. But the question is, can it be rectified? What can I do to rectify it? What can I do to prevent it? For the fact that it runs through the family does not mean that everybody will have it, because you know that one of the causes is genetic, which is known as what? Hereditary. Now, if it runs through the family, how are you going to control it? How are you going to be exempted? So watch out in the next video to find out those things, those tips you need to do to be able to do what? Run away from arthritis, avoid it, or eradicate it if it's already existing. Arthritis is very painful. It's not something you wish your enemy. I have seen a lot of women recently, around 40 something, they are all complaining of arthritis. And remember, arthritis has side effects. There are a lot of things that follows arthritis. It's worse than the name you hear, arthritis. There are some illness you hear about them. The name looks simple, but when you go through deep down, you discover that what goes through that illness is more than the name you hear. So please, I want you, help me out there, share this video, like, comment, and you are still free to contribute. Those of us that have experience in this word arthritis, please share your knowledge on arthritis so that somebody will learn. Let's help one another. Remember that the Bible says we are our brother's keeper. We should be able to bear one another's word burden. So I decided to take this upon myself. I want to help people out there so that they will be able to know what to do and what not to do to avoid this arthritis. In my next video, we are going to find out those tips to prevent arthritis and how to eradicate it, because medically arthritis has no cure, but I believe you can eradicate arthritis. I love you guys, and I will keep on loving you. In as much as I love you, I'll keep on sharing the little knowledge I have on health tips. Thank you.